Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, bit different this time. This time it's a tier list of the, United States. Not very united, but all 50 states, including Washington, D.C., that are in the, USA. I'm going to be ranking them today. So, in the S and F tier, S is going to be they're only going to be 5, they're going to be the best. And F is going to be the 5 worst. So, yeah, let's start off in alphabetical order. I believe as they're all listed. But Alabama, it's going in an E tier. They're just Alabama's just Alabama. Yeah, they're not very good. Alaska, I don't really know much about Alaska other than like there's a portion of the year where they live completely in darkness. I believe that's around now. I believe it's around now they have like a whole day almost where they're in complete darkness. But they have a bunch of wildlife and stuff. So I guess so they'll go in like a C tier. Arizona, screw. I'm just not gonna go in alphabetical order. California, first one, the F tier. California just sucks. Sure, it may look nice, but it's just not a good state. Sure, the weather may be nice, but like, you watch the movie San Andreas, and that's like a worse. Never mind. Well, that's like a completely worst case scenario for California. But they have just wildfires consistently every year. They're always big. National headlines. Several earthquakes every year. Just all the natural disasters that happen there. And like, it's so expensive to live there. Also, in 2020, they had the most missing persons cases of every state. So yeah, California, not a good place to live. It's probably very close with New York. Both just suck. Both just suck. Very similar reasons. Yeah, we've been fairly negative, so let's jump around to the best state if I can find it. Right here, Maine. I'm not from Maine. I'm from Pennsylvania, but Maine is the best state in the United States of America because Maine, their water's good. It's a beautiful place, very peaceful. I went there for a week. Portland, up in Maine. It's just a nice, northern coastal town. Because most people, when they think of coastal towns, they think of something on like, oh, bright, sprawling beaches. They think of something in like Florida. Speaking of Florida, Florida's also going in an F tier. Because everyone knows about Florida. Everybody knows about Florida. Everyone knows Florida is just no. Just don't go to Florida. But Maine, their water is just better than everywhere else in the United States for some reason. Poland Spring, that bottled water company, they're from Maine. That water is so good. Maine water is just better than every other water for some weird reason. And Washington, D.C., I don't really count it as a state in my eyes. I thought it was when I went there for 3 days in my 6th grade field trip, I thought it was a nice place. I thought it was a nice city. But unfortunately, it is the head of the U.S. government, and it is very, very prone to like various political stuff, and so that's gonna put it in an E tier, just because I thought it was a nice city. I went, getting around all that political BS, But, yeah, I'm kind of lost. Pennsylvania, I'll just throw it in an 8 here. It's a lot better than a lot of other states. That's all I'll say. It's a lot better than other states. Yeah. Yeah, that's about all I have to say for Pennsylvania. Another bad state, New Jersey. Dude, New Jersey is New Jersey is just weird. It's just weird. Being completely honest, it's just a weird state. Crap. What? Sure. New Hampshire's a pretty good state. I like New Hampshire. Haven't spent a lot of time there. I went there for that for like a day that week I spent in Maine. I thought it was nice. Who knows? Another peaceful. I didn't go to any cities, but it was peaceful, and they mostly had Maine water, so it was peak. They had the peak water of this country. And yeah, New Hampshire, A tier, in my opinion. I can't really think of any good states. This really is bad one. So back to and this is going to be the final state in the F tier, Texas. Texas is just, it's just such a, like, it's basically just desert. It's basically just desert, and then they get like they'll sometimes get like a massive hurricane, and yeah, and my friend, he's actually been to Texas, and holy crap, the amount of he said the amount of people who are just ooga booga, like have just basically returned to monkey with their thoughts, is not okay. So Texas is the final state in F tier. We still have, screw. I'm gonna put Maine. What I just do? I'm gonna put Maine in a tier above the rest because Maine is just God tier. So yeah. I don't know what color. Just keep it as gold, yellow, whatever. Yeah, Maine gets its own separate tier because Maine is God tier. Now there's only 4 states in S. Yeah. Yeah, it's so much easier to come up with bad states. Continuing on with the bad states, I went to the state for like 2 days, did not enjoy any of it. Ohio. Yeah, Ohio is just so. Ohio's another weird one. Basically, their entire economy is based on a single person, that being LeBron James, at least according to the Cleveland tourist video or whatever. And Ohio is just why do people still live in Ohio? We also may see I out of Kentucky. There, Kentucky is like 44. It's in the highest it gets on like every rating in terms of like healthcare or whatever, or like all that fun stuff. It's like 44th. Kentucky is not a good state on that standard. And if I remember, Kentucky is the like horse state. Yeah, Kentucky Derby. Kentucky's the horse state. Like that's the only thing people think of when they think of Kentucky. Horses. That's it. I'd rather be remembered for water, like Maine, than horses. Because horses are not required to live. Water is. And I don't want to be drinking whatever garbage Aquafina is. Because Aquafina is garbage. That is one of the worst bottled waters I've ever drank. And Poland Spring is just amazing. It's still my favorite water because I'm too poor to buy Fiji. this is all unscripted, by the way, but Nevada, another bad state just because they have, like, I can think of two cities, Carson City and Las Vegas, and I guarantee if you were to ask if you were to go around and ask like the general public about, oh yeah, what's the capital of Nevada? They'd say Las Vegas, because Las Vegas is the only city anybody knows from Nevada. Las Vegas is the only thing anybody thinks of when they think of Nevada. That's it. I also think Hoover Dam is in Nevada. Yeah, three things. That's three things. Carson City, I already forgot, Vegas, Hoover Dam. That's all they have in Nevada. That's it. There is nothing but desert and two cities. Area 51, yeah. And Hoover Dam. Four things. Four things. Four things in that massive state. There is nothing to do but go to Vegas. That is it. There is nothing. Now the final state in top 10. These are the top 10 worst. I still don't really count DC as a state. But we're gonna where is it? Georgia. Just don't like Georgia. Just don't like it. Yeah, that's about it. I just don't like Georgia. I know Fisher's probably watching this, but yeah, give me your opinion on Georgia in the comments, because I know you're from Georgia. I think, anyway. You're from one of those southern states. They're all the same to me. All the southern states are, like, copy and pasted, just with a different border, to be honest. That's a controversial take right there. So let's throw Illinois in there, because, yeah, Illinois, I don't know how you pronounce it. See, I've heard people go like Illinois or Illinois, I don't know, I've just given up completely on that, but Chicago, that is, Chicago, that's your answer. I don't know what else I'm doing, really. Yeah, Illinois. I've really lost a bunch of ideas for states. North Carolina, they have, people have, I guess, liked North Carolina. They're okay. Dang, I forgot to put Tennessee low, because country music is bad. If you like country music, I cannot be friends with you. It's bad. Country music bad. Now, give me my gold star. Wyoming doesn't exist, so I'm gonna add a new tier for that. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Wyoming doesn't exist. So, there's that for you. White. I guess, I don't know. Wyoming doesn't exist, and that's a fact. Does anybody remember, does anybody even know what Rhode Island is? Because I know what Rhode Island is. It's like it's a small state. And it's a small, nothing happens in Rhode Island. There's nothing in Rhode Island whatsoever. So it's going in E tier. West Virginia. It looks like a beautiful state, so it'll go with Alaska. Wisconsin has cheese and dairy stuff, so I like cheese. There's not a single state in S tier. Oh, I gotta start putting these states in S tier. No, I'm not just gonna throw a state in S tier because we fill it up. Michigan, I hear people don't like Michigan. E tier is getting too clogged. I'll throw it in D tier. Actually, never mind. The family I had in Michigan moved away, so yeah. There's no reason to go to Michigan. Virginia, the only time I've been to Virginia is when I went to DC. And yeah. I guess I'll throw it in a D tier. Delaware, I'll throw it in a B tier. I've been there a few times. 2020 is the first time since like 2016 I haven't gone to Delaware. 2015 or 2016. I think it was 2015 I started going down to Delaware for like 3 days a year. Yeah, they have no sales tax, so that's fun. Iowa has corn. And that's all I need to say. Corn is awesome. I like corn. I think I also went to Vermont once. Same trip I was in Maine. I went to Maine. Oh, it was a nice state. I'll throw it in B tier. Indiana. I don't know anything about Indiana. Arizona. Arizona is basically Nevada, but I think there's actual green in the state, so it'll go above me. I think there's actual green in Arizona. Is there? I think Arizona also actually has water, so that's a good thing. I also have the Grand Canyon, so that's a plus. South Carolina, I don't know. I'm just going to B tier, I guess. Massachusetts is actually the most expensive state to live in just because of the like taxes and stuff on houses or whatever, something like that. When I looked it up, so I'm going to a D tier, I guess. Oklahoma. I have no ideas on Oklahoma, and I'll just... They exist, unlike Wyoming. So, D tier, I guess. I don't want to just throw a state in S tier. I might just move these up to S tier. Yeah. Screw it. Those are getting moved up to S tier just because I can't think of any of these states I like. Hawaii is... I don't know. Hawaii is a state. Well, I thought I put Wisconsin up. Hold up. No, it's Wisconsin. Wisconsin has cheese. Oh my god, I'm dumb. No, they get swapped. I really just swapped out a state because of cheese. In Indiana, I guess they're pretty cool, I guess. Louisiana can go in a C tier. The rest of these states are pretty mediocre. North Dakota and South Dakota are basically the same state, right? They look nice. They can go in A tier. I can't put the Four Corners states in the same tier because Wyoming doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure they're part of it. Also, it looks like the exact same picture, but enough. Use the flip tool on Colorado and Wyoming. They both look the exact same, except flipped. It's a mirrored image. Hawaii, I guess, can go into C tier. I don't just have a lot to say on these states. Washington is where Microsoft is from, I think. I like Microsoft. They're cool. Seattle also looks like a nice city to visit, so I guess they can go on I guess they're on a beach here. Colorado. Colorado looks nice. Utah. I don't know anything about Utah, like, at all. They can go on a siege here. Oregon just looks like an inferior Washington. Maryland, that's an interesting one. I've gone to Baltimore and that's it. They can go on a D tier because I guess, I don't know. I don't know. Idaho? Idaho is the one all the Mormons went, right? They also have that really salty lake. Yeah, I don't know. They have a salty lake. You can't even drink the water. 0 out of 10. They're in a D though. If Idaho's a 0 out of 10, then what are all these? Negative 10 out of 10. Kansas. I don't know about Kansas. Arkansas. Arkansas is what I used to call it. I don't know, Arkansas. I don't know anything about, like, these last states. Mississippi has a river. That's about it. I can't. I do not know the capital of Mississippi. Missouri. And my Missouri. Yeah, people don't seem to like Missouri. Like, people just don't seem to enjoy living in Missouri. So I guess that, yeah. New Mexico. That's so, Mexico is pronounced Mexico in Spanish, right? Yeah, I don't pay attention to Spanish class. I've already forgotten, like, everything. Spanish is the only, in-person, quote-unquote, well, Spanish is the only language that my school offers that you would get an actual teacher, not an online one. Like, not a stupid app or whatever. So, yeah. I've forgotten already, like, everything. So it's 3 o'clock right now, p.m. I'm yawning. That's not good. I should not have stayed up till like 2 a.m. yesterday. Well, this morning. Mississippi, I don't have any opinion on these states. They can just all go in a C tier, I guess. That's about my middle tier. Montana looks nice. It can go in a B tier, I guess. Nebraska and New Mexico, and yeah! So, here's my ranking of the 50 U.S. states, including D.C. As you can see, Wyoming is the lowest state just because it doesn't exist. Okay, being all serious, if I had to give Wyoming a rating, I'd probably just put it in a C tier, because, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Wow, why am I so tired? I guess probably because I stayed up till 2 in the morning. Yeah. In conclusion, Maine is the best state in the United States, and, close between California and New York. It basically those are very interchangeable. Really varies by the week. I just felt like rubbing that dirt in California. But yeah, so thank you all for watching this nearly 30-minute video of me having one of the most monotone voices ever, being extremely boring. Yeah, thank you for watching it. And let me know in the comments if you're from one of these states where I put your state. And yeah. Wisconsin has cheese, and that's friendly reminder. Wisconsin has cheese, and that's why it's an S tier. And bye.